on our show on what's going on with the UFO thing here.
Yes, and they'll be on the Internet Radio Talk Show Tuesday night from 6 to 7 as well.
Yeah, we'll be answering questions.
It'll be one of the topics that we will be discussing.
I'm not going to have a paranormal report or any spiritual and paranormal news. This episode, we will be having these tomorrow. We will be having these on the live talk show that's coming up right after this, the live internet radio talk show, because we're going to go right into our weekly topic. It's a question and answer regarding Sylvia Browne. You're going to ask the questions, and I'll do the answering.
All right, now this says answers, but it's the questions. Alright, this is all different things from Sylvia Browne about Sylvia's life, how she came to be a psychic, how she came to be a professional psychic, and her childhood years, and what she's experienced and what she's done.
It's all about Sylvia Browne. It's Sylvia Browne 101.
Yes.
Basically.
Alright, question 1. When did Sylvia Browne start her professional career as a psychic?
On May 8th, 1973, in California, in her home. She didn't have a big, huge corporation to start out as. She wasn't famous.
How long did Sylvia use her home for practice?
Well, it took about a year before she outgrew her home. And she decided to incorporate her business, and then she started, well, that goes on to the next one. What's the name of her?
Yeah, what was the name of Sylvia's company?
Yes. The Nirvana Foundation for Psychic Research was the name of her company, and she started it in 1974.
All right. Where was Sylvia born?
Sylvia was born in Kansas City, Missouri.
When was Sylvia born?
She was born at 2 p.m. on October 19th, 1936. That's a Libra, and that's the exact same day as my father's, October 19th.
Was Sylvia Browne born with a caul?
Now, we were talking about a caul. Yes, she was, and a caul is an inner fetal membrane wrapped around the head. Now, have you heard that before? No. I've heard that. That is the veil, when it's unwrapping. The veil allows her to be able to see through the veil. So that's what a lot of people believe that.
We'll have to do more on that. I've never heard of that, but I've heard of the veil, but I've never heard of it called a caul.
Yeah.
All right. What was Sylvia's birth name?
Sylvia Celeste Shoemaker.
What was Sylvia's religion?
She was Catholic.
What was Sylvia's family's religion?
Okay, her grandmother, who was Lutheran, her mother, who was Episcopalian, and her father was Jewish. They all got together and decided that all the different religions were very confusing, and Sylvia wanted one religion, so they all decided on one religion, separate from the ones that they were believing in before that, so they all went to Catholic.
Okay, and in case you haven't noticed, now I'm the one asking the questions. He's the one answering. He has read every single book of Sylvia's that he can get his hands on, and he is right now one of the utmost experts on Sylvia's past and present, and what she's doing and where she's doing it. All right.
And she's on tour. She's doing salons, and she's in her farewell tour for Hay House.
What was Sylvia's first psychic ability?
When she was 3 years old, Sylvia revealed or announced that her grandfather was dead, and he was. They found out shortly after that. She also announced that within 3 years she would be having a baby sister. At that point, her mother and father looked at her like, you got two heads, so you're hard enough for us to deal with. We're not having another child. And Sharon was born, well, getting a little ahead of myself here. She predicted her sister's birth.
Yes. What was her famous family death predictions?
Yeah. When Sylvia Browne was 5 years old, she predicted both of her great-grandmother's death. Sarah Shoemaker, and Sylvia Browne. Within 10 days of her prediction, both her great-grandmothers were dead.
All right. What was Sylvia's sister's name?
Sharon, and Sharon was born a month short of Sylvia's 6th birthday, and she had predicted that when she was 3 years old that Sharon would be born.
What is Sylvia's mother's name?
Celeste Coyle.
What is Sylvia's grandmother's name?
Ada Coyle, and I did want to mention something about Ada Coyle.
Coyle or Cole?
Coyle. C-O-I-L.
Okay.
Ada Coyle. And about 2 years ago, I asked Sylvia Browne to write a book about pets, and here it is. Because she wrote 2 other books, and she called them picture books, and they're basically children's books about pets. And I said that there's more. And I know you know that there's more because you love animals. Write a book, or I'm going to write a book.
Right now she has a Shar-Pei, which was a gift from her son.
And then in the same email I said to her, you love your grandmother so much and she was such a great inspiration. I want to know more about your grandmother. I want to know more about Ada. I want to know what gifts she had, what she told you, what she taught you.
Right,
and I was just told today that Sylvia Browne is actually writing a book about Ada, and it will be coming out.
Who is psychic in Sylvia's early family?
Ada.
She was the only psychic in her family other than Sylvia?
No. Sylvia Browne's family has a long line of psychics. Most of them have been females, but not all of them. And without going too far into the other questions that I have asked, her father, her mother, and her sister do not have psychic abilities.
What was Sylvia's father's name?
Well, you missed one. When did Ada pass away?
All right.
Sorry. When Sylvia was 18 years old, Ada passed away unexpectedly and surprisingly and suddenly.
What was Sylvia's father's name?
Bill Shoemaker.
How was Sylvia's relationship with her father?
Her father's relation. Her and her father had an excellent relationship, unlike her mother, who she claims was a dark soul.
Who was Marcus Jr.?
Marcus Jr. was Sylvia's mother's older brother, and he was known as Brother, and he had cerebral palsy. And he had psychic abilities, but he was obsessively curious about aliens and UFOs.
Who was Marcus Jr.?
I just told you that.
All right. Sylvia's mother's young brother Paul was known for what?
Paul died at the age of 21. He told Celeste, who was Sylvia's mother, that she would have a daughter and she would name her Sylvia, and that she would become a famous psychic that would have all of the family psychic abilities. Up to this point, most of the females were psychic, but Paul was one of them that was psychic. And Marcus had some psychic abilities. But Sylvia would be the most famous up to this point and would have all of the abilities.
She's one of the greatest notarized psychics of the 20th century.
Documented, notarized, yeah.
What shows has Sylvia been on?
Most recently, she's been on the morning show with Mike and Juliet, which is on the Fox News.
Yes, and unfortunately they canceled Montel Williams, and she was on every week with Montel. They're best friends.
What was it? Sylvia Wednesdays?
Yeah.
Yeah, for many years. Larry King Live, Entertainment Tonight, Unsolved Mysteries. She has been profiled in Cosmetology? Whatever name of that magazine is. People's Magazine.
Cosmopolitan.
Yes.
People Magazine.
You don't got the answers in front of her. Me, not that I really need all of them, but some of the finer details, like Cosmopolitan.
All right.
Was one.
What are her websites?
I know that one right off. www.sylvia.org, www.novaspirituous or novus.org. and www.spiritnow.com.
What is her address?
Well, I don't know that. It is the Sylvia Browne Corporation and the Society of Nova Spiritualists and the Sylvia Browne Enterprises, all at 1700 Winchester Boulevard, Suite 100 in Campbell, California, 95008. I'm not going to repeat it. It's on the web if you want.
And didn't she just start a new show or a new